All right. Scatterba, 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 scatterba. Ooh, scatterba. Scatterba, scatterba. Scatterba. Ding, ding, ding. Scatterba. Scatterba, scatterba. Woo! Scatterba, woo! Wow, wow. Scatterba, scatterba. 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 Good.
What are you doing?
First thing you do is put on a hard hat or
That's just to set it up. What was the action?
shovel. Digging.
Digging. All right. We're almost there. Not with a shovel, but
Oh, I thought the dig was a shovel.
yeah, and I threw it away, right?
Oh, duh.
Yeah. So,
That looked like a day on the beach.
Yeah. It could be right. It could be at the beach or a pool, right?
Thanks.
So what was it's got it's good. I'm gonna try something else here. So what's this thing?
Sorry.
All right. So that was a what do you call it?
Noodle.
A pool noodle.
Yeah, well, okay. I was going to guess that.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. Good job. No, good. All right. So now this isn't real life, right? You're not going to go to your stakeholders and be like, "Scatterba." Is this what you mean, right? So I wanted to notice one thing. What I was trying to get Al to do, and I did this on purpose as a learning point, is I didn't tell Al to do this, but I was trying to get him to give me some feedback, right? Do you get what I'm doing? He stood there just, I mean, I had no idea. Does he really know what I'm doing? I don't think so, right? I couldn't know. So, like you had said, mirroring before, right? That's a good technique. You got to remember to mirror, make sure, paraphrase back, and make sure that your stakeholders understand. You understand what the stakeholder is saying, and they get that you get what they're talking about, right? So it's real important to do that. So that's what we have to do as VAs. We can't always try to communicate one way, and think everybody's going to get it. You have to use different techniques and be persistent and keep going forward until the person does get it, like Tom did. So, all right. So what I did tonight, I talked about the three main areas, right? So let's see if you were active listeners. What are the three things I tried to talk about tonight? What was the first?
Always keep the conversation moving.
Keep the conversation moving forward.
Active listening.
Active listening, and then different styles of communication. And so the first two, I really think you can practice at different points. They could be icebreakers that you have in meetings if you want to try that. But definitely, I wouldn't do this last pantomime. I would try to do that with your stakeholders. Not a good idea. The last thing I just want to close with, that in improv, when I performed improv, we did it. We performed once a week, but we practiced 2 to 3 times a week. So it was a lot of preparation to working with the people and getting used to kind of everybody's style and being prepared. And that should be the same thing for you guys when you're getting ready to go into an elicitation session or an interview. You shouldn't just be like, oh, man, I forgot about that interview. I got to go and grab your notebook and run into somebody's office, right? You should really be thinking about what the goals are, where you want that meeting to go. Have some questions in mind that you're going to have. Definitely for a facilitated session where you're up in front of a larger group, be prepared. Make sure you got the right people in the room. Prepare. And then when you're in the session, then you can kind of let things go, right? And just go with the flow and keep the conversation moving forward and try to get to your end goal. If you just run into their office, that's another thing that stakeholders don't like either. It's like, you haven't even thought about what we're going to talk about here. You're going in all these different directions. That doesn't really bode well with the people you're working with either. So prepare, and then when you get in that session, you can just go with the flow and make it happen. So I know we're out of time. Were there any questions for me?
Where are you performing this?
In Dayton, Ohio, tomorrow. I'm doing the same thing in Dayton. I wish I could. I mean, this is kind of, I don't know. I'm glad I was able to find some way to tie it into business analysis because I enjoy doing it. And I think everybody, I have a book. Oh, I wanted to show you guys this. Just improv comedy. There's a lot of different techniques. And this is what I read years and years ago. I'm sure there's more updated stuff. But if you YouTube improv, there's a lot of little different techniques that you can check out. Or do you guys have local theaters in the Louisville area that they probably have improv classes? I really think, I'm a training company. We teach techniques around business analysis, but I really think if you really want to be a really good business analyst, you need to go take an improv class, and I think that will help. Or whatever you're doing. I mean, I really think being able to feel comfortable in front of a crowd, think on your feet, and not get thrown off. I mean, that's what you do in improv every day. So if you get used to that and in a fun way, I mean, you'll be able to do that as a business analyst too. So, all right. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.